In 1996, Homer Simpson stood in his living room and complained about a tax. Not a big tax, a tiny one. A few extra cents to fund something called the Bear Patrol, a program that existed for exactly one reason: to keep bears out of Springfield. Homer thought it was pointless, a scam. Not a bear in sight, he said, staring out the window like he's just proven something. He hadn't proven anything, he had just started a joke that wouldn't finish for 7 years. This is from season 7, episode Much Ado About Nothing. The whole episode's actually about immigration and fear. A bear wanders into town, the city panics, and Mayor Quimby throws money at a bear patrol nobody asked for. Homer's response is peak Homer, annoyed about paying for something that's clearly working, because obviously it's working, there's no bear. It's a good joke on its own, a one-liner about how prevention looks like nothing happened. Most shows would let it die there. One episode, one laugh, move on. The Simpsons writers did not let it die there. In season 15, The Fat and the Furriest, 7 years later, nearly a decade of Simpsons canon, hundreds of episodes, dozens of other jokes buried and forgotten in between. Homer gets attacked by a bear, at the dump. The exact scenario the tax existed to prevent, happening to the exact guy who complained about paying for it. No dialogue calls back to the original joke directly. No character turns to camera and says, "Remember that bear tax thing?" The show just lets it happen and trusts you either remember or don't. And if you don't, it's a bear attack episode. If you do, it's the most quietly savage "I told you so" in the show's history, delivered by the universe 7 years late. Here's the thing that makes this different from a normal running gag. Most Simpsons callbacks are quick. A chalkboard gag, a background sign, something you catch on a rewatch within the same season. This one skipped an entire era of the show. Writers left, writers joined. The Economist was still years away from starting its own 20-year Simpsons reference joke. Homer's voice actor had recorded thousands of lines since that one throwaway complaint. And somebody, somewhere in the writer's room, remembered. That's the part that gets me, not the joke itself. Bear attacks a guy, sure, fine. It's that a sitcom notorious for having zero regard for its own continuity apparently has a filing cabinet somewhere labelled "things to punish Homer for eventually." The Simpsons gets accused, fairly, of not caring about canon. Characters age inconsistently, timelines contradict themselves constantly, nobody remembers what happened 2 seasons ago half the time. But then every so often the show quietly proves it was paying attention the whole time. It just doesn't tell you when. Which raises the actual question: how many of these are still sitting out there, unpaid? Somewhere in a season from 10, 15 years ago, there's probably a line just like the bear tax one, a throwaway complaint, a joke nobody thought twice about, just waiting for its bear.